I use the term minor attracted person or MAP in the title and throughout the book for multiple reasons. First of all, because I think it's important to use terminology for groups that members of that group want others to use for them. And MAP advocacy groups like Before You Act have advocated for use of the term MAP. They've advocated for it primarily because it's less stigmatizing than other terms like pedophile. A lot of people, when they hear the term pedophile, they automatically assume that it means a sex offender. And that isn't true, and it leads to a lot of misconceptions about attractions toward minors.
Misconception? Misconception? Dude, no, there's no misconception about it. If you are an adult and you look at a child in a sexual manner, you are a monster. You are a monster. There is no misconceptions happening here. I don't care if you've offended or not. If you can look at a child and think such things, you are a monster. You are a horrible human being who I don't want near anyone at all. I don't want you just not near kids. I want you out of society. So this right here is a professor at ODU, Old Dominion University. All right, I have friends who graduated from ODU. I sponsored events for ODU. I got box seats to like every athletic event they had. I've worked with ODU and a lot of their staff so many times. Yet here is a professor of Old Dominion University trying to normalize using the term MAP or minor attracted person instead of effing pedos. Right? This is someone who is caring about the sensitivity of these people? Now screw these people. I mean, the left. I swear to God, the left. What is with you in defending pedos? I don't understand it. I don't get it. You have all the happening in schools where they're basically grooming kids. Then, of course, you have, everyone being upset that, Kyle Rittenhouse apparently killed a pedo. I don't know why anyone cares. I mean, the dude was chasing down an underage kid and he shot him. I mean, come on. Make your own decisions about that one. And now we have crap like this. Old Dominion, a professor is now trying to make excuses as to why we shouldn't stigmatize. We can't stigmatize people who are pedophiles. I can't believe it. I feel like Professor Farnsworth just going, I don't want to live on this planet anymore. We're really going to argue about stigmatizing a pedo. This is what the universities have become. This is what society is becoming. It is unreal. It is absolutely unreal. So I'm going to pull up the full story here. Post Millennial did a full thing on it because, let's face it, not many places are actually talking about this just insane case. So, Old Dominion released a statement in support of Dr. Allyn Walker, which reads, an academic community plays a valuable role in a quest for knowledge, and a vital part of this is being willing to consider scientific and other empirical data that may involve controversial issues and perspectives. You know what? I might would be able to believe this statement. I might be able to believe this statement if they didn't kick out people for simply being conservative. If you went out there and wore a shirt that says it's okay to be white, you would be banned from that campus. All right, you know how I know this? Because there's people with that shirt at football games that I helped sponsor. And you know what happened to them? They got banned. So people were getting banned for wearing a shirt saying it's okay to be white. Yet this professor can talk about how we need to destigmatize pedophiles. And they're going to defend that. Absolute lunacy. I want to be clear. Child sexual abuse is an inexcusable crime. An assistant professor of sociology and criminal justice, the goal of the research is to prevent crime. My work is is informed by my past experience and advocacy as a social worker counseling victims. I embarked on this research in hopes of gaining understanding of a group that previously has not been studied in order to identify ways to protect children, Walker said in a statement included in the ODU statement dated November 13th. Yeah, sure, because destigmatizing pedophilia, that's where we're going to help children. You know how you're going to really help children? You know how you're really going to help children? You know, if you have a bunch of pedos over there at ODU, why don't we just send Kyle Rittenhouse over there, help clean some things up for him? He could be a consultant, right? He just goes around different areas to consult people about what to do about pedophiles. He had a very good idea, I think, right? I mean, can't glorify in the killing of anyone, so that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying, of course, he might scare them. He might scare them away, YouTube. I'm not saying he'll kill them. I'm saying he'll scare them away. He'll frighten them. obviously, because of what happened with the last one who tried to go out there and touch him, right? Yeah, we'll just send Kyle Rittenhouse to these colleges. That will help tamper down some of the pedophiles. An interview with Prostasia. God, that place. Oh, fuck. Prostasia is basically a pedophile organization itself. I'm telling you, it's awful. Old Dominion Professor Allyn Walker justified feelings of pedophilia and other people who have them. Walker wants to destigmatize the feelings of pedophilia, digs into the idea that pedophilia is simply a sexual orientation that a person should not act upon. Now, here's the thing. This pedophilia is not a sexual orientation. I'm sorry, I'm not going to consider it that. I'm going to consider it a sickness, a mental illness. It's saying that you have to be a terrible monster to even have any inclination towards. All right, it is not just another sexual orientation. It just isn't. All right, you're sexually attracted to people who are unable to give consent. That's not an orientation at that point. That makes you just a horrible person. You are a horrible human. You're not even a human being at this point. You're a monster. You're an animal. Get out of here. And claims that trying to get pedophiles not to be pedophiles wouldn't be akin to conversion therapy, which they say is not at all effective. That is kind of funny, right? So conversion therapy doesn't work, but we're going to convert pedophiles. I'm not sure about what the I'm not sure about how many cases that pedophiles actually go out and reoffend are, but I believe they're very high, actually. I don't think you're going to convert them whatsoever. It's why, in my opinion, I'm pro-death penalty. If you harm a child, done. If you murder someone, done. If you rape someone, done. There's certain crimes there should be a straight-up death penalty for, and anything involving children like this should be a straight death penalty. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Just, if they can prove beyond reasonable doubt that you're guilty, done. All right, at the very least, if you're not for a death penalty, can you at least give me life in prison for these people? At the very least, come on now. Walker claims there's a difference between sexual offenders and pedophiles, or as she is a she? There's gotta be a typo, right? That's not. Is it a she or is it a he? Maybe it's a he now, but was a she? I don't know. Minor attracted persons, so-called MAPS, Walker said, can be attracted to minors regardless of whether they've gone through puberty. The attraction to minors, Walker claims, is not immoral if they haven't acted upon it. For fuck's sake. Are you joking? It's not immoral? Listen. It's one thing to say, God, man, sometimes I just want to kill that guy. It's another thing where if you're constantly fantasizing about murder or some other terrible crime, no. You are a bad person. Just because you didn't act upon it doesn't make you a good person. You're still a bad person. You just didn't act upon the evilness that's within your heart. That's all it is. These people are evil. These people are terrible. They are immoral. They just haven't acted on their immoral thoughts. They are immoral by just the sheer fact that they are thinking such just awful things. Walker, who uses they, them pronouns. So what were they? I mean, I thought it was a he. They're saying she, and now they're saying they, them. I have no idea. Which, of course, it's one of these people, too, who it's a they, them that's actually protecting pedophiles, right? That's ridiculous. Was speaking about the research in a new book, A Long Dark Shadow, Minor Attracted People in the Pursuit of Dignity. A book justifying the feelings of pedophilia. FBI, where are you? FBI, come on. You raided Project Veritas over a diary of a private citizen. A diary was taken, and you raided a journalist. This person is writing a book trying to get dignity and to justify the feelings of pedophiles. And you're not looking into this dude's computer? Come on now. Oh my God. It's disgusting. It's just disgusting. Disgusting is what it is. Walker is an assistant professor in sociology and crime justice department of ODU. An assistant professor in the criminal justice department is the person talking about how we need to assist pedophiles. I'm over here saying we need a death penalty for him. Apparently, someone who works in criminal justice department saying that we should sympathize with the feelings of these monsters. I think we believe societal that stigma against MAPS serves to protect children because we don't fully understand the difference between MAPS and sex offenders. You know, here's the difference. MAPS are what sex or MAPS are basically an unevolved form of sex offender. Basically, you know, they eventually turn to a sex offender. All right, you start as that, and then you go to sex offender. All right, you're still evil. You're still a terrible person just because you haven't offended. If these are your thoughts, if this is what's going through your mind, you're an awful monster. I keep saying it, but you are. Again, we have this confusion between the attraction and the criminal behavior. For one, in some instances, you can say the attraction could be close to the criminal behavior, even if they don't assault a child. Like, for example, if they have tons of things on their computer involving people who they don't have any connection with, right? Now, you could say that, of course, a child was still harmed in making sure, but the fact that this person is still trying to defend the even thoughts of these people is amazing. During an interview with Barlett, I don't know, Walker spoke about why they use the term minor attracted person to describe pedophiles. I use the term minor attracted person or MAP in the title throughout the book for multiple reasons, says Walker. Said Walker, who is a white, queer, non-binary, trans person. Why the fuck do I care? Why do I care? Yeah, what was it? Pronouns in the Bible, or in the bio, right? Deeply anxious. Bet. Queer criminologist. God damn. And criminologists and abolitionists? Really? So mind you, it's people with profiles like this who are out there defending pedos. You know, they keep talking about the evilness of, you know, the far right and all that. You know, I don't think you could ever find a far right member who would ever be okay with this crap. You know, you could take those people who are literally on the far right, you could take those actual extremists, and even they are better than this person. I would gladly say those guys who marched on Charlottesville, as bad as they are, as evil as they are, as terrible as things like Nazism is, this person's worse. This person, I will gladly say, this person, Allyn Walker, is worse than the people who marched in Charlottesville. Because, you know, those people are evil people. They have a lot of things I don't agree with one bit. But I would say hating someone based on the color of their skin is still maybe even higher, is still not as bad as diddling a kid. Okay? I just, this person is literally worse than the people who defended the Charlottesville stuff. Because this person is apparently defending the thought process of people who want to diddle children. Just absolute insanity. So I'm not going through all this because this kind of keeps going on and on and on. But I at least wanted to bring it up. This person right here, a professor of ODU, defending the idea we should destigmatize people who think about molesting children. Unreal. I've done a lot of work with ODU over the years. I've worked with companies that help sponsor many events for ODU. I've got box seats to all their basketball games, all their football games. I've worked with the people who are actually at the college. Never had an issue with them. Other than when they, of course, threw out those people who had a shirt saying it's okay to be white. I had an issue with that. Actually, I didn't even go to a game that time. I was kind of pissed off. But never really had an issue with ODU. ODU got clean house. You got to get rid of this monster. This person is defending pedophilia. Saying that just, you know, the thoughts of pedophilia are not inherently immoral. Yes, they are. Yes, if you truly are thinking about something as awful as that, you're having an immoral thought. You're having an evil thought. And I'm not sure what the solution is for people you haven't offended. I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, maybe you should go out and be a hermit somewhere in the mountains where you're just away from everyone and never come back into society. I think that might be the best option. I don't know. Again, maybe we should just send Kyle Rittenhouse over there and see if he can help them with their pedo problem they apparently got over there at ODU, since this person's so gung-ho about defending them. Which again makes me think, what's on that guy's computer? Or girls? Or they? What's on their computer? There you go, right? So stupid. But what do you think? I mean, why is the left constantly defending pedos? Please, someone explain to me. Why is the left constantly defending pedos? Please explain in the comments below. As well as, of course, if you enjoyed this video, leave a thumbs up, like the video, helps out a lot. As well as, of course, subscribe to the channel for more content as well. Either way, thanks so much for watching, and we'll be seeing you again real soon.